And I call the member for Jagga Jagga.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Well, I rise today to speak on behalf of the pensioners of my electorate. Time and time again, the Morrison government shows nothing but contempt for the pensioners of this country. Just last week, every member of the Morrison government voted against not cutting the pension. What message does that send to pensioners in my community and around the country who have worked hard, who've helped build the community that we all live in today? It tells them that this government is not on their side. This government is not on the side of pensioners, and they will take any chance they get to cut and destroy our social security system. Just last year, they tried to freeze the pension. For the first time in 2 decades, there wasn't going to be an increase. And it wasn't until Labor caught them out on this that they acted. Deeming rates, something I've raised in this place before. The government continues to shortchange pensioners by maintaining unreasonable, inflated pension deeming rates. In the middle of a pandemic, when pensioners are anxious about costs and staying safe while things are changing all around them, the government shortchanges them on deeming rates. Since the Liberals and Nationals have been in government, the cash rate has been cut 10 times, yet the age pension upper deeming rate has only been adjusted 4 times. The lack of respect this government has for older Australians and the lack of support this gives pensioners is shameful. And we see this with the speculation about a cashless welfare card, a privatised card which keeps 80% of people's pension payment. The Minister for Families and Social Services has signalled her intent, saying she wants to start a conversation about universal cashless welfare cards. Well, if the government gets their way, all pensioners will be moved onto a cashless welfare card, which is managed by a third party, a private equity firm, who will dictate what pensioners will be able to spend their money on. Pensioners won't have cash. And think of all the things that an aged pensioner might use cash for. The RSLs in our community that they might not be able to have lunch at, the second-hand goods that they buy, a scratchy or a lotto ticket. Pensioners won't be able to use the cashless welfare card for these purchases. And we know the concept of a cashless welfare card carries a stigma, and there are many people in communities who have been part of trials who feel shame and embarrassment. Is this how this government wants to treat older Australians, how they want to treat pensioners? These are people who should have dignity in their retirement. They're people that we should be supporting, not people that we should be telling their spending habits need to be monitored. We know these cards don't work. Privatising welfare doesn't work. We should be standing up for pensioners. Pensioners deserve a government that's on their side, not one telling them what they can spend their money on, not one maintaining unreasonable deeming rates. Labor will always stand up for pensioners. We know they built this country. We've got your back. Labor's on your side.